Today's video, 10 reasons why the USA is better than Europe.
Oh, God. All right. We are Greg and Lisa, an American couple living abroad in Spain. If you are curious about the crazy, funny, and surprising differences between the US and Europe, you came to the right place. Right now, we're moving towards 500 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel so you can come along for the ride. I think we're funny and fun. I mean, that's my own opinion. Yeah. All right, this is going to be a good one. I'm scared. We're about to make some people mad.
Yeah.
Why
and,
you pick this one?
I don't know if we're going to even agree with this because we left America to come to Europe. Yeah. So we're going to be like.
Somebody get mad today.
Yeah, somebody get mad.
All right, let's see. This is a world according to Briggs. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just hit join. Oh, my God. All right, sorry. We're subscribed. And then I guess I'll go ahead and like the video.
Okay. Well,
all right, here we go. Let's see.
Okay.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to World According to Briggs and a video about why the United States is so much better than Europe. This video came about after getting emails from Europeans for close to 3 years now telling me why the US sucks and Europe is so much better. I get these all the time. They often bring up some good, valid points, but they also like to hint at things like we're all just rude, arrogant, and dumb. That can be true about Americans, but that could be true about anyone. It's not like Americans have cornered the market on being rude. These people always act like they have it so much better in Europe, and the only thing the US has ever done was start wars. Honestly, that's like the general theme.
This video, oh my God, some people about to get mad at us.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't make the video.
We're just reacting to it.
Yeah.
We do not endorse these opinions, okay?
That's what they always seem to go to, is we start wars. But US does have some bad things, and the US has some great things, just like Europe. Every country, every town, every village, and every neighborhood has its good and its bad. If you don't understand that, you're kind of dumb. So let's take a look in no particular order at some things that make the US a far better option than Europe. Number 10, World Wars. We don't have them. We never have. We hopefully never will. We just don't have world wars here in the United States. We've had a civil war and we've had some other things. And before you do, stop typing. Yes, Pearl Harbor was part of World War II and it was on American soil, but that was just an attack that took a couple hours. The Japanese also did take hold of some rock outcropping we had in the Bering Sea near Alaska. They stayed there for a couple months.
So he's saying that there's no wars fought on U.S. soil? Is that what he's saying?
Or, the wars that were happening, we were involved because we were trying to help.
Right.
So it wasn't like we created it, although right now, who knows if we're going to create World War III, but
we didn't even try and chase them out. Soon. But when it comes to world wars, no real combat on American soil other than those. We've joined other wars. Matter of fact, we joined 2 world wars in Europe to help Europe. I don't know if you Europeans remember, but there was this German guy with a funny little mustache and he...
But it's funny. I mean, I don't know the definition of a world war, but that means that it's everybody in the world. Not
everybody involved. But I guess it wasn't
the World War of Europe. I mean, it's a world war.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I agree with his argument, but
he had plans for all of Europe and pretty much the entire world. If it wasn't for the United States, there's a good chance his dream would have come true. Over 100,000 U.S. servicemen lost their lives in combat.
I mean, I really do want our community is really good at comments. So, but I really want your comments on this because this is interesting.
Yeah, I did hear that Germany was taking a lot of the land, and that the countries that were here, France, UK, I'm probably going to be totally wrong on this. But just I saw a little history, cute little video, and it looked like they were struggling, and then the US came in and helped, and together they were able to bring
you just Germany really back. Just opened yourself up. But I'm here for you, girl. Okay, I got your back.
Just tell me how it is.
I will fight for you.
I know. They'll tell me.
All right.
I'm totally wrong. World War II. In World War I, it was about 116,000. So we may have started some wars in our history, but we sure have helped out Europe with a couple of theirs. And from the looks of it, might be a third one on the way. Number 9, amusement parks. That World War II thing, World War I, was kind of depressing. So let's look at amusement parks. We excel at amusement parks. Europe has some wonderful things to do, don't get me wrong, but we set the bar for amusement parks. The Six Flags amusement parks, our water parks, Disneyland, Disney World,
Universal
Cedar Point,
Studios,
Hershey Park, Busch Gardens, Universal, King's Dominion, King's Island, and one of my personal favorites growing up was Knott's Berry Farm. It's not the biggest, it's not one of the best, but it's just got a place in my heart. So it gets a mention. Euro Disney's nice, Euro Park, Port Adventura, Future Scope. Those are all nice, but it's nothing compared to what we got going on here in the United States.
But now it's too expensive to even go.
Yeah, you can't buy a drink.
Exactly.
Okay. Legoland started in Europe, and that's pretty cool. We got some here in the United States, but we still blow everyone out of the water when it comes to amusement parks.
Right. Okay.
Number 8, the U.S. economy. If you don't know, the U.S. economy is huge. It's by far the biggest economy in the world.
That's
the United
true.
States annual GDP is about $21 trillion. In a distant
Everyone's going to have something to say about this.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, I don't know about back then when this video was created.
Right.
second, you have China with an annual GDP of $14.72 trillion. After that, you got Japan with $5.06 trillion GDP. At number 4, you get your first European country, and it's Germany. They only have a $3.85 trillion annual GDP. Then the United Kingdom is $2.76, and then after that, you got India, and then finally France, $2.63, Italy, $1.89. And if you look outside of countries, the state of California would come in 5th place with $3.4 trillion. So my question to the Europeans are, if we suck that bad, why do we make so much money? And feel free to leave comments about how we're corrupt and we take advantage of other countries like your countries don't also. Number 7. Our technology. The United States has invented most of the really cool stuff. Sure, Europe has come up with the guillotine and the Iron Maiden, but the United States has come up with things like the personal computer in 1971, the weed whacker in 1971. 1972, we came up with the video game console. 72 also gave us the MRI. 73 gave us the cell phone. This is all before 1980. In 1978, we invented microwave popcorn. 1986, we gave you the 3D printer. 1996, we gave you Google. 2005, we gave you YouTube. I should say 2004, we gave you Facebook also, but that's kind of working against us these days, it seems like. Along with in 2006, Twitter showed up. We also gave you the COVID-19 vaccine. I know some of you don't think that was a good thing, but a lot of people do. If you want to go way back, 1938, we invented the chocolate chip cookie. Take that, Europe, you and your croissant.
Wow.
Number 6, gas prices.
I don't know. There's a lot of technology, and in Asia, in Sweden, I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
we don't know enough to argue against what he's saying. I mean, we don't know. Do you?
No, I don't know enough, but I know there's a lot of technology coming from other places.
Right. He's just saying that America has better technology, a history of more technology.
Historically?
Yeah.
Maybe. Are they keeping up with other countries that have probably surpassed us by now? I don't know.
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah.
Your gas prices suck, Europe. Face it. I know you go by liters, and we're going to break it down for gallons, which we use here in the United States, and dollars. Okay? I found a nice little chart that breaks it down as of May 1st, 2022. The highest gas prices in the world right now is Hong Kong, and it is $10.87 on average per gallon of gas. Norway, it's 9.13 for a gallon of gas. Monaco, it's $9 a gallon of gas. Iceland, $8.75. Denmark, $8.69. Finland, $8.64. Greece, $8.38. Netherlands, $8.33. Germany, $7.91. United Kingdom, $7.70. The list goes on. Sweden, $7.69. Liechtenstein, $7.66. Estonia, $7.55. Switzerland, $7.47. This list goes on. You know where the United States is? 84th in the world with $4.58 on average countrywide. Now, this is the point where a bunch of people here in the United States are going to leave some political comment or how they just paid $5.10 in Los Angeles or something. Yeah. This is the national average. Good thing you people in Europe like to ride bikes everywhere. Number 5, fast food. Now, this is a strange...
I don't think it's as big of a deal because Europe has better transportation or transportation infrastructure.
Yeah.
There's just
I mean,
better
it doesn't
infrastructure.
really matter. I mean, what it's all about perspective. Like if these things are not important to you,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter if they're better. I mean, like if somebody said the dirt in America is better than the dirt over here, it's like, I don't care.
That's not true, but yeah.
Wow. Okay.
One I know, because
The
fast
soil is
food isn't really
terrible.
something you should be proud of, but I
No,
will tell
it's
you
not.
right now, every single European I know, that's one of the first things they say is our fast food is amazing.
That's
Oh.
true. That's true. They do.
Oh.
They do. That people, I mean, hello, that's why you got all the fast food places here.
Oh.
But yeah, I think in my experience, that's one of the things that people point out about what they like about America.
variety and the flavor is awesome. You have great food in Europe. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that. You have a lot of really classic cuisine. I mean, the Italian stuff you got going on in Italy, France, amazing. I could really do without German food, but still, But Americans that go over there, they bring that.
Sorry to all my German brothers and sisters.
No, I would love some German
Yes,
food.
we're going to do videos on German food too.
Yeah.
That up all the time, and Europeans that come over here talk about how amazing our fast food is. Again, it's unhealthy. It's probably why we're one of the largest countries in the world as far as chubby people go, but still, it tastes great. We have a wide variety. It's something that's kind of awesome.
Has something addictive in it that you can't stop eating it. Poisons. Okay, I don't know about that stuff.
Number 4, modern music. Jazz, blues, rock and roll, rap, hip hop. As far as modern music goes, it all started here, and anything that was done in Europe was basically a new version of something that came from the United States. Prove me wrong. Now,
That's fair.
if you go way back in music, Mozart, Wagner, Chopin, Bach, those are all great, but what have they done for us lately? I mean, they haven't done much for us lately because they all died like in the early 1900s or late 1800s or even earlier than that. They haven't done much for us lately, but modern music is where the United States shines. What is considered to be the first rock and roll song ever was done by Ike Turner and Jackie Preston. They wrote a song called Rocket 88, and that is considered to be the first rock and roll song ever. If it wasn't for that, and then Elvis taking that type of music, and Buddy Holly and people like that, we wouldn't have had the Beatles or the Rolling Stones or some version of that. Again, don't get me wrong, there has been some amazing modern music that's come out of Europe, but yeah, we started it.
I know in the 80s, all I listened to was European music from, Aha was my favorite band, and
Who else?
Erasure and Depeche Mode, and they're all from out here.
You too.
You too?
Where are they from?
I don't know. Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
They're not from America.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Number 3, the landscapes. Now, this one's going to be up for an opinion because Europe does have the Alps, amazing rivers like the Rhine, Lake Como, and other amazing lakes, the Azores, Tuscany, the Greek Isles. Those are all great, but it doesn't compare to the sheer volume that we have here in the United States with places like Yosemite, Arches, the Great Smoky Mountains, the Rocky Mountains, the Great Lakes, the Everglades, Death Valley, the giant sequoias, the Redwoods, Yellowstone National Park, the Badlands, the Grand Canyon, the entire state of Oregon outside of Portland. That list can go on about amazing landscapes to see here in the United States.
This is true.
Yeah.
The landscapes are so diverse by individual states. It's like when you cross over from individual states to individual states, it's completely different and amazing.
Yeah.
Europe does have some good ones, but just in sheer volume and numbers and things to see, we're a bigger country and we have amazing landscapes. So we get the win, in my opinion, on that one. Now, to be fair, if we start looking at amazing buildings, ancient buildings and stuff, Europeans got us killed there. But, I mean, the Colosseum, Eiffel Tower, Big Ben, so many other ones. We have nothing that compares to that, but our land and our natural beauty is, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, so much better. Taxes. Everyone in the United States always seems to think they have the highest taxes. Not even close. The United States is ranked 44th. If you take what the United Nations considers a country and you rank them by how much they tax their citizens, this is how they're ranked. The Ivory Coast, for some reason, they're just taxing the hell out of everyone. But it's followed by Finland, Japan, Austria, Denmark, Sweden, Belgium, Israel, Slovenia, Netherlands, Portugal, Ireland, Spain, Iceland, China gets in there, Germany, United Kingdom, France, South Africa, South Korea, Australia, then we go back to Luxembourg, Greece, Italy, Turkey, which is not really in Europe, but you get the idea. And then after that, it goes down a while and you start seeing things like Switzerland, Monaco, Norway. And finally, way down there at number 44, you get to the United States. Here in the United States, we complain about our taxes an awful lot, especially how they're slanted towards the rich. Really don't pay that much taxes. And if you're middle class or below, you're getting gouged. That's how we see it. But if you rank them on a global scale, the United States isn't doing that bad. But that
I know, but everyone's going to say, and it's true, we don't get anything for our taxes. They pay high taxes because they get health care and all these other benefits from higher taxes. So, so it's not a good thing that we don't pay hardly anything because we don't get nothing.
Right.
top 20 is filled with a lot of European countries. All right, before we get to number 1, don't forget we have another channel called On This Day. We'd love it if you went over there and subscribed. There's a link down below. All right, on to number 1.
Oh, cool.
And number 1, shopping. Yes, I'm sure a lot of you are a little shocked, but shopping is one of the biggest complaints Americans that move to Europe have about Europe, and Europeans that come to the United States, they love how easy it is to shop. Now, it's not just ease or whatever, it's convenience and actually customer service. Customer service really doesn't seem to be much of a thing in Europe, according to most people that have moved over there.
But we don't think that's bad.
Right.
We don't think it's bad. I don't mind going into a shopping center and not being bothered. You know, but they say hi. They almost always say hi.
But I don't think that's not the customer service he's talking about. Like when we went to return your shoes and they were like, no, sorry, you already wore them once and you can't, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or visited. What we would consider rude here in the United States really is kind of normal in Europe when it comes to someone working at a retail place or a grocery store, something like that. They don't really see it as rude. It's just very transactional to them and matter of fact.
Right.
All right, that's today's video. Okay, if you've made it this far, here's the thing. Europe is a great continent. The countries there are amazing, but for some reason, they seem to think that there's nothing wrong with all of Europe and just the United States has problems. And that's going by the emails and the comments that I get on a regular basis. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why didn't you break it down by country? Well, is that fair? Look how big the United States is compared to, let's say, Germany or Switzerland or Austria. That's not fair. Each one of the countries are a little bit different, but all these kind of fit with what's going on there according to various studies and surveys of people from Europe that have moved to the United States and Americans that have moved to Europe. So it's, other than the stats, it's pretty much based on people's opinions. Is it perfect science? No. Is it entertaining? Yes. Besides giving you some information, that's one of the main things we want to do here is entertain you. That's why I say the most entertaining part of this video will be reading the comment section and how these people...
That's going to be the most entertaining part of our video, I think.
Yeah.
Reading the comments.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean,
I'm surprised he didn't say movies because I would think that America does movies best.
But here's the thing.
And that's probably like almost it.
Here's the thing. All those things are great.
Yeah.
We didn't leave America because all those things that he mentioned were better outside of America.
Right.
We left America because there's gun violence. Their political nonsense is going crazy. Obviously, the health, the rat race that you have to be in. You got to work all the time. You got to drive everywhere. The things we like about where we are in Europe, which is in Spain, is that we don't have a car. We haven't had one. They're more about living and less about working, although they are hard workers, but they also have a great time. So those are the things that have value and weight for us. So, and I'd be curious to know what everybody has to say, because this is going to be a heated discussion in our...
Yeah. It's hard for us because we're like, we left America. We're not like loving it and like going to defend it to the end because we just won't.
Yeah. I'm not going back.
No. So I don't know.
Hopefully.
This is a hard one.
All right.
But, it's done some good things.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. We grew up there. I was there for a long time.
It's done some bad things in history, too.
It's done some bad things. So have every...
so has every country.
Let's just read this. Okay. If you're still with us, congratulations, because we've been this a long video. We appreciate you sticking around. Okay. Thank you. All right, let's look at this. Okay, shopping. Oh, can you see that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm on mute.
Okay, shopping, fast food, blah, blah. I was waiting for healthcare, education, safety, foreign relations. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see any
Yeah.
of that.
Good luck with that.
Because that's
Okay.
not true.
We Europeans make fun of your politics, not your economy. That was too long. All right, just a quick one on the taxes. I think Americans view taxation as a bad thing, but it's only a bad thing if you don't get things back in return. Right. For example, healthcare, transport infrastructure, social services, etc.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yes,
yeah, we don't
agree with you. We would like that.
Right.
All right, this is a good one. I can't wait to post this. Because I want to hear what is going to be going on out there. It's going to be good. Oh, God. All right.
We didn't make this video, okay?
We didn't make it. We didn't make it. We just reacted to it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.